Over 80 years ago, a new religion was founded with the name Cao Dai in the country of Ao Lac or Vietnam, and was quickly grown to become the third largest religion in this country. Cao Dai recognizes that the ultimate goal of all true religions is the same: to teach humankind to live peacefully and compassionately with all sentient beings, and to realize our divine origin. The term Cao Dai literally means Supreme Palace, referring to the place where God reigns over the universe, and was also the name God used to impart His divine instructions in the creation of Cao Dai. Followers of Cao Dai believe that Venerable Ngo Minh Chiu was chosen by God to establish the Cao Dai religion. It was believed that God directly transmitted the teachings and method of practice to Venerable Ngo Minh Chiu until he attained the ultimate self-realization. Today we present the excerpt from Cao Dai's holy book, The Collection of Divine Messages, Volume 1.
April 24, 1926. Jade Emperor, or Cao Dai Tiên Ông Đại Bồ Tát Ma Tát, teaching the way to the southern quarter. Formerly, people lacked transportation and therefore did not know each other. I then founded at different epochs and in different areas 5 branches of the Great Way: Confucianism, Shintoism, Christianity, Taoism, and Buddhism, each based on the customs of the race. In present days, transportation has been improved and people have come to know each other, but people do not always live in harmony because of the very multiplicity of those religions. That is why I have decided to unite all those religions into one to bring them to the primordial unity. Moreover, the holy doctrine has been, through centuries, more and more denatured by the people responsible for spreading it. I am so broken-hearted to see that human beings, for the last 10,000 years, have sinned and subsequently suffered life after life in hell.
I have now firmly resolved to become myself to save you, and not to leave any more the holy doctrine in human hands. You have to be well organized to guide and support each other on your way to nirvana. I created then the Yao Tong, position or pope, who is the eldest brother of all dignitaries, from the Yao Hu, or priest, to the Yao Su, or cardinal. No one in this world is allowed to have my authority to manage the human spirit. Whoever has well self-cultivated will be worth the position I give. Otherwise, all disciples are all equal and should not establish any sect or party. Whoever commits crimes will be excluded from the religion.
Trường Sun Temple, Gang Yuek, Sunday, May 30, 1926, the 19th day of the 4th month of the year of the Young Fire Tiger. Jade Emperor, or Cao Dai Tiên Ông Đại Bồ Tát Ma Tát, teaching the way to the southern quarter. I could not believe you, my disciples, could be so confused. What is the meaning of 周己中留央怀三? Raise high the flag of guidance for all living beings, the born and the unborn. It means that you have to help all living beings, including even the unborn. Why did you chase disciples away? Promise to admit. Open the door.
Listen, all living beings. Formerly, I incarnated and created Buddhism almost 6,000 years ago, and the Buddhist teachings have now been almost denatured. People even used to say that the Buddha did not teach. Today, I have decided not to incarnate anymore, but instead to use miracles to perfect Buddhism and to teach people. Thus, those living beings who do not wish to spiritually improve themselves and will subsequently be punished in hell will not deny their crimes and will not have any basis to blame me by claiming that Buddha did not teach. You must know that if you do not take the opportunity of this third universal salvation to improve yourself spiritually, you will have no more hope to be saved.
July 5th, 1926, Cao Dai.
K. Listen to me, your master. People on earth, in order to be rich, ye find ways to make money. This is solely from the material point of view. The angels, saints, immortals, and Buddhas, in order to be enlightened, must gain service credits. I come to save you by establishing a school of credits and of virtues for your spiritual development and enlightenment. Whether or not you become enlightened is totally up to you. Listen to me, K. If you do not go through my school, you can never be enlightened anywhere else. My child K. Very few people go by the White Pearl Gate, but many go to hell. Think about it and cultivate your spirit. As much as I love you now, so much more will you regret in the future not listening to me when you could. I have already forgiven you because I know that you will have repented. Your mission is great. Wait for my orders at the Nyokyung, or Name of the Saiyans. TNHT, 1968, page 27.
Ngọc Young, Gang Yuk, Saturday, July 17, 1926, the 8th day of the 6th month of the year of the Yang Fire Tiger. Jade Emperor, or Cao Dai Tinh Ông Đại Bồ Tát Maha Tát, teaching the Great Way to the Southern Quarter. My greetings to all disciples. Great joy, great joy. The Dao Su, or Cardinal of the Confucian branch, may teach secret principles. Whoever practices vegetarianism for more than 10 days per month may receive these secret precious teachings. All disciples should practice vegetarianism. Why? It is not simply that I wish to adhere to tradition and enforce an old law, but that this law is important, or you could never reach the stage of immortal or Buddha without it.
Allow me to explain. Everyone on this earth has two bodies. The earthly one is called the physical, the sacred body, the spiritual. The spiritual body is formed from the earthly body, and therefore may be visible or invisible. This miraculous spiritual body is formed from Tin, Ki, and Tan by spiritual self-cultivation. This spiritual body is lighter than air. When it leaves the physical body, it retains the impression of physicality, as if it were molded in the body. You cannot become fully enlightened and return to nirvana if you have Tin and Ki, but not Tongue. You cannot make a spiritual body for the return to nirvana if you have Tongue, but not Tin or Ki. For the spiritual body to be created and enlightenment to occur, one must have all three elements, Tin, Ki, and Tongue, united. Tin and Ki are all materials and will interact with cosmic ether where there is electricity. To reach the universe, the soul must be pure, advanced, and therefore lighter than atmospheric air. It must also be as genuinely good as the saints, immortals, and Buddhas in order to reach those levels. A pure tongue is produced by a pure body.
Meat eating creates difficulties for one practicing meditation, inasmuch as it prevents the practitioner from effectively resolving complications which arise from meditation. Even if you have no such complications, an impure physical body will create an impure spiritual body, which cannot conduct electricity well. As a result, it will then be struck by lightning and be destroyed in the atmosphere. Even if the impure spiritual body is wise and remains on the earth to avoid the lightning, it will remain an immortal and never proceed to Buddhahood. This is why I recommend the practice of complete vegetarianism before attempting meditation. TNHT 1968, page 29.
We enjoyed your company today for Between Master and Disciples here on Supreme Master Television. Planet Earth, Our Loving Home is up next after noteworthy news. May your life be endowed with God's blessings, love, and light.